We are right on the cusp of fall, so now it's time to talk trees.
Trees are typically planted in the fall season, and in this week's What's Growing with Tom, we get into the care for your older and newer trees for the autumn season.
Welcome back, Northern Michigan. We're here at our Field of Dreams, and Justin Morgan, we're here in the field of trees right now. I know I say that and kind of laughingly because we got so many different variations, and I like maple trees. And I didn't know there's so many versions. Now we have Maple October Glory, we have Maple Autumn Blaze. Options for trees.
Amazing.
But we want them to grow well, don't we?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Patty and Brandon do a great job here at our Field of Dreams. And like you said, we're just in the field of them right now, and they look spectacular.
All right, so how do we keep them doing so well? Can you still plant them now?
Absolutely. A lot of people plant their trees in the fall, and fall's coming upon us. So we always spend a lot of money on our beautiful trees, but remember,
yeah, we do.
It's only as good as the soil you put them in, right? So unless you really kind of focus on what's underneath the ground to make and to keep your trees alive, you know, it's really important.
Yeah, I've noticed that I've had a couple of trees just didn't quite make it over previous years, but doing much better now, and it always makes a difference in that soil and what's going on with it.
Yeah, anytime you plant a tree, we always ask people to, you know, dig a circle, you know, when you put your tree in there, and then dig it about twice the size as you need to. Mix up 50-50 with tree and shrub, and then the soil that you have, your native soil, and mix it in. After doing that, don't forget that tree roots are going to go into that hole and be happy and healthy. But if you're up here in Bear Lake where it's really sandy, it's only going to get to the side of that hole, and then it's going to want to like root bound. Right. So a lot of times we do things very well as homeowners and we do the thing right, but we forget those roots are going to want to stretch out. So make sure you put extra tree and shrub outside of where you do that hole, and then give it the love that it needs.
All right, why is it so important to have that 50-50 mix, or at least a good mix between the native soils and of course tree and shrub?
The tree and shrub is a really nice amendment for that. You can use it straight, but some of the younger trees we like to have that native soil mix in, helps with drainage. There's dairy-dew in the tree and shrub. There's Tennessee brown rock for phosphorus, bark. There's a lot of good stuff in here, but we like to kind of introduce it to your native soil because it can get familiar with that.
So the key thing is, yes, you can plant in the fall, right?
You can plant in the fall.
And you want to use some tree and shrub. And make the hole twice as big as it should be, right? Or is it need double the size of what you have out there, right?
Yes.
And after that, just make sure you water too.
Make sure you water them well, and then next year, and then other trees that maybe already are planted and established, take tree and shrub, and a lot of people use this as like a feeding mulch.
Right.
So you could put it really thick over top of that tree, you know, and then again out past where you did the hole. So again, that starts feeding those roots to keep that tree healthy.
So outside the size of the canopy, straight down?
Yeah, and even then again, after that canopy, it's going to be bigger next year. So kind of forecast where that's going to go outside of that canopy.
And the key thing is we want them bigger and better each and every year, right?
That's right.
All right, perfect. Thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you, Justin, for joining me too. And next week we're talking more about how to keep that growing lawn looking great and how your garden looking great as well.